and that's not dry heat, and it's cloudy. There's a shoe fan. Oh yeah. Okay, so replace this sheet, that, and I got to replace the next one up. You can just tell, because this is actually higher than this, because this is compromised, because the lazy dude that put the exhaust fan in didn't vent it outside like they're supposed to. So after 27 years, the lady must have took showers at 5 million degrees. The wood gets hot, moist, and then dries out, yada yada. So this is what happens. This is what you get. You get wood that's compromised. Yeah, this is pretty. And this is not getting wet from the outside. This is just getting wet from the inside. Because you're supposed to vent the shit out. Yeah, another lazy person. They're all over. They run rampant in America. Anyway, got the skylight hole cut in, put in. I gotta screw that down, caulk it, and then put seal barrier on it. As you can tell, this is the corner that I was working on. That piece is new. That piece is new. And that piece is new. Yeah, I got 3 different pieces because I kept cutting sections out. I thought it was okay. And I got to the point where I just tore the whole flashing right off. Just start all over again and call it a day. And got it screwed down for now. And like I said, I got it. They don't recommend it, but I silicone it. And then I'll put that ice and shield barrier. It goes up underneath this lip. And then you put flashing around it, step flashing. People don't like skylights because they think they leak. Well, sure, anything can leak if anything can leak if you don't do it right. Like, these pipes can leak too if you don't fucking do it right. But I guess people look at it that, you gotta have this stuff in. You don't have to have this in. So that's why it gets a bad rap. Well, this is the way I look at it. They're still making skylights to this day, don't they? And I'll tell you one thing, it sure does bring a lot of light in. And it sure does allow a lot of heat to come out compared to what it used to be. These skylights, they're Lux. I can't see because the sun is doing whatever it wants to do. They're Vexlux or whatever. I looked them up. They're $605 a piece without the flashing. We bought them for like $200 because the story is, this is what was told to me. The people that we bought them from, we bought them like a year ago. He had a bunch of Mopar cars. He had Mopar cars that I didn't like. They're like this 67 darts. But anyway, I pull up and they got a lot of black marks in front of that house. I remember that. But he had a Cobra too. But anyway, I asked him, Skylight, you said they were only a couple months old. Why'd you take them out? Did it leak or something? He goes, no. He said we had our granddaughter living with us, and he had a huge garage with a big loft that you could actually stand up in the loft. Anyway, the granddaughter, she was having trouble living with her parents or something, so they moved in with the grandparents and was living in a loft above the garage, had heat and the whole thing. Anyway, the granddaughter said that there wasn't enough light in the up there, so the grandparents put skylights in there. Lo and behold, I guess the reason why she wanted the skylights in there is because she would pop the screen out and just sneak out at night. So she must have been a skinny thing, because I don't know, what's that, probably 8 inches? But they were saying that, I don't know if those little metal things pop out or whatever, but she would sneak out, and her boyfriend from the other town where she was living would come by, and they would gallivant in the middle of the night, I guess, and then come back in. And I guess after a couple weeks, they caught the granddaughter doing it, so yanked the skylights out. That's how the story goes. Like I said, I think we paid like $200 for them or something. I'm not really sure. The new thing, and I painted them brown, because the new thing is, if you look at newer homes, they paint all the whatever color the roof is, they'll paint it. Like say this roof is black, they'll paint this black, and they'll paint all that black. So that's where I got the idea. So I figured this was kind of a medium gray, so I scuffed it all and painted it black. This side plates are over here. They go on this one. Anyway, I guess this is gonna be short and sweet. Vent your shit out. And like I said, had to go beyond this area just because somebody didn't fucking do their job. So this part is compromised. I think there's another 2 foot right here, maybe more. I don't know. I'm gonna get ready to burn up the end of my 3rd sheet. I know they use staple guns, which is fast. I understand that, or some people use ring shank nails. Well, I don't do that, but you know, you might say I do it wrong. This is how I do it. I can't see because of the sun. What I do is I just use drywall screws. I glue it and screw it, and then they don't ever come back up. So you better have it in a spot, so that way a nail doesn't ever work up. Am I a contractor? Nope, didn't say I was a contractor. But you can see where she's getting wet. Anything that is rusty like a nail, you can hear it. There you go. Could I use that? Sure, but might as well not. I'm here. Looks like I gotta set that one down a little bit more. Yeah, pull that one back out. I do gotta adjust this a little bit too. But anyway, turn on the shoe fan. It doesn't help a lot, but it helps a little. Look at the color, bro. Come on. You want a bird's eye view? I don't really like being this high up, trust me. But this is what I noticed. I've only roofed the house once. It was mine. And it makes me nervous because I want to do it right or whatever. But this is what I started looking at. I can't do any worse than this. Look at the lines, especially this. Wow. Kind of veer off a little bit, don't they, brah? I'm not sure how to do chalk lines. I know it's just because there's not 3-tab, you don't notice it because you got the dimensional like the new ones I bought. You won't notice it, they're on line, but I could do as well as this. I just don't like this part right here where you got a nail upside down. Maybe I'll get some scaffolding. Oh, fuck my knee. Commercial break. I don't know why, but my knee pops out. I don't know why. Not all the time, but as soon as it pops out and I pop it back in, it's just fucking beautiful. It's weird. So I ordered some braces, orthopedic ones. I actually ordered 2 of them. One for each fucking knee. I don't know why. I never had an accident with it, but that's what happens when you get old. You turn into a decrepit old man. Yeah. I think that's about all I got to say. Piece of property. Piece of oneself, piece on earth, rest in peace, bigger piece of pie, piece of action, piece of pussy, piece of corn dog, piece of pizza. And when the big dogs get all done eating, be grateful that that sun is going to move over here and this is all going to be shaded. So I noticed about 5:30. It's 1:30 right now, maybe 2. When I start doing this roof, because I don't think the guy I paid is coming. But anyway, it don't matter. I'll be able to do all this in shade. I'll be able to do that in shade. I'll be able to do that shade. And then the front garage, there's never no shade. So I'll be in beat down sun. Basically, I wasn't supposed to start this until September 4th. Got a shingle escalator coming on the 28th. It charged me like 90 bucks to bring the shingles up on the roof. But my point being is I started this early because I wanted to rough all this in and get this all in, because once you start shingling, things like this will slow you down a lot. I've been watching a lot of videos. I realize, like, on everything, and it kind of sucks, not everybody flashes a skylight the same. Some people put the rolled paper down first. Some people put the self-adhesive stuff down first, which I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Some people use just long pieces of flashing. Some people use step flashing. This is what I'm using. This is what I'm doing. A self-adhesive. I'm gonna caulk that one. Do a self-adhesive seal barrier. And do the whole roll. It's like 12 inches, 24 inches, all the way around this, all the way to there. And then over that, I'm gonna put the I'm gonna make my own flashing to go around it. Then on top of that, I'm gonna shingle and do step flashing, so there ain't never getting no water out of here. So if you do the best job that you can and it leaks, then you can't bitch because you did the best job you can. That's what I think some people didn't do. This is a real funk area. This is just how they had it. The flashing came up here and in between here. That's funky. See, they screwed up. This is where I say they screwed up because they didn't have no headroom. This should have went down 6 more inches. Right here, level. That's how it should be. But you could tell on the inside, I could show people, they cut into the trusses because there wasn't enough headroom coming up the stairs into the house through the breezeway. So they had to do that. That was an afterthought. Yeah, I guess I don't do everything right either, so what are you gonna do? Didn't realize there was this much water damage, but the way houses are these days, shit, I paid $160 for this house. It's worth double. And then the market right now, it's crazy. The market everywhere is crazy.